What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Just making sure I'm live here, and I pressed the live button. Hope you guys had a fantastic Wednesday. Always punctually late. Come on, you guys know I'm always at least 1 minute late, if not 2. It's usually between 1 and 2 minutes late. Today I'm 2, right? It is what it is at this point. You guys should know to come at the stream at 7:01 or 7:02. But I digress. So what is Bitcoin doing today? Well, let's just start off with saying, Bitcoin for the most part, still just going sideways, right? We seem like we're kind of stuck in a range between about 44,000 and, 48,000, right? We're kind of just stuck in this range for now. Now, what is Bitcoin on the 1 hour? Now, we're in the exact same, exact same pattern that we were actually in yesterday. So that's where we're mainly going to be focused on today, because not much has changed on the daily, right? Yes, one thing we did do below on the daily is we broke below our 200-day SMA, which we'll touch on a little bit later in the video. But mainly today, we're going to focus on this wedge, because we know for my wedges, guys, all right? And we're not talking about the wedges that I give Bob, all right? We're talking about the wedges that have played out on the Bitcoin chart. And every single one of them, every single one of them has broken to the upside, okay, on this run up. Every single one. Now, it's not only 3. I just only have 3 drawn. There's another one here, and there's another one inside this bigger one that actually broke out yesterday. So we'll see what happens. We came up and we tested the top today, right here, and we actually got a rejection. So we're sort of, let me actually adjust this to the wick. There we go. We're sort of just waiting for that next retest, and we actually could be getting that potentially on stream tonight. Looks like we're getting a nice little bounce once again off the 786 Fibonacci level, creating almost a nice little, hopefully, right, as of right now, a nice double bottom. Too quiet? Too quiet. Hold up. See if this is better. Is that better, guys? Is that better? Hopefully that's better for you. You guys said too quiet on the mic. Anyways. You guys are killing me, dude. But yeah, looks like we might get that W reversal pattern on the 786, like we've talked about on the last couple wedges that have played out for BTC, right? So if you look a little bit on the 4 hour, yeah, it's not a big 4 hour candle as of right now, but I'm looking for the potential. We know we're in the wedge. I guess we'll focus on the wedge for now. Looking for this possible W reversal if we can get back up and obviously break this neckline here at the 0.5 Fibonacci level. So it's playing out exactly like we thought it was yesterday, right? What did we talk about yesterday? We talked about how it was likely we're going to come back down to the 786, which we did, right? We bounced off it initially, and we usually create a W off the 786. So we'll see if we get that continued momentum to the upside. Obviously, we have to break our golden pocket again, and then we have to break the 0.5 again, right? But we'll see if that plays out, right, guys? That's obviously what we're waiting for here on the 1 hour. Not so much to comment on that. We did have some bullish diversions on the 1 hour. That is playing out, but that's kind of already made its momentum, right? You got higher lows and lower lows on the 1 hour, which is why you're getting at least a temporary bounce right now. I think at this point, it's at least likely that we come up and at least retest the golden pocket here. It doesn't really make sense to me to just kind of stall out where we're at right now. I think at least come up, backing up and retesting at 45,200 makes the most sense here for Bitcoin. Sounds like I'm too far away from the mic. You guys better not be trolling me, man. Seriously. Don't troll about the mic. If you guys can troll about whatever, just don't troll about the mic. If it's actually like that, let me know though. But anyways, that's what we're waiting on the 1 hour, right? At least a retest for that golden pocket there. If we do dip down, right? If we do dip down here from the 786 level, which we came back down to twice, okay? It looks like, we could come back down and retest our previous lows. Where are our previous lows? Well, if we look left, it's about at 43,700, which is basically our 1-to-1 Fibonacci level right there, okay? So if we come up, we get rejected, we can easily come back down here to 43,700, okay? And we bounce up from there. That could be potential, right? That could be potential. So we'll see, right? Even if you drop down to 43,700, you still be in the wedge technically, right? So you know, it's not the end of the world if we do go a little bit lower, and I still think we're going to go lower, right? This is just a bullish scenario. You guys know right now, right, that the charts are looking a little bit iffy here on the charts, but I think everyone is sort of looking at the charts and saying, hey, Bitcoin, you look a little iffy. You look a little iffy, right? Everyone's trying to right now pull out their crystal balls on the chart, and you know, everyone's saying the same thing. Oh, the chart, Bitcoin looks a little, looks like it could have a little bit of a dip, right? Bitcoin looks like it could have a little bit of a dip. Everyone and their mother is saying that right now. On every video I've watched, on every stream that I've watched the last couple of days, everyone is saying that Bitcoin could have a dip right now. So the one thing that I will say is, before we get into sort of the bearish scenario here, is when everyone's calling for a dip, Bitcoin not always does the opposite, but it likes to follow the general, go away from the general sentiment. The general sentiment right now is everyone thinks that Bitcoin needs a dip. So, you know, everyone's pulling out their crystal balls trying to predict. We'll see what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin kind of has a mind of its own a lot of times. So we shall see. But if we actually look at the 4 hour, this is sort of, I guess, my first bearish scenario, right? So we know we broke down from this big rising wedge, right? Where everyone was kind of looking at this too. We came down, we retested it as resistance right here, and then we sort of continued down, right? Everyone's been kind of looking at that same scenario. Now, the first scenario that I have is we either bounce here, like we talked about on our wedge. If we don't do that, we come back down to at least retest this rising channel, which we have 2 touches down here, 3, 4, and then coming up, right? If we went straight down right now, that would be at approximately about 43,800, okay? 43,800. We break that, I think the most logical scenario for Bitcoin to bounce from, which, as we just said, right? Bitcoin doesn't always do what's logical, but I think the most logical level, like we talked about yesterday, is that $42,500 level, all right? Why is that? Well, if we take our swing low to our swing, our swing high to our swing low, that's our midterm fib level, right? Our midterm 382 fib level. Also previous high before we had the biggest pullback of this rise, and it wasn't really even that big of a pullback. It was approximately about 12% pullback or so, right? So that could be the retest of that high. I guess we technically did already retest it, but not a full retracement retest. So 42.5 still the level that I'm watching for, bearing that Bitcoin doesn't break up from this wedge and surprise everyone calling for a dip and just continues up. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but this is sort of my bearish scenario for right now. It's 42.5, which would reset the 4-hour RSI. Look at where the 4-hour RSI is, right? When you drop to 42.5, most likely this gets oversold, right? Most likely the hourly at that, obviously the hourly at that point would probably be oversold too. If the 4-hour is, that would be a nice reset of the 4-hour, and we can sort of continue up from there. Give us some more room in the daily, right? Probably have the daily down to like halfway. Then we could have some more room to run up if we want to. Now, if we switch to the daily, right? Another reason why 42.5 makes the most sense for me on this dip, right? I'm going to continue to say what I think is going to happen, which is 42.5. Though my gut, okay, so my head is trying to be logical here and saying 42.5 is the most logical. My gut says Bitcoin does what everyone's not expecting. You guys can know where I'm coming from, right? You guys know where I'm coming from. My gut is telling me that sort of Bitcoin could just pump from here, and that's not the logical in me. You guys know the logical me says 42.5. So I don't really know. Bitcoin does what it wants to do. Anyways, looks like on the daily, we've been talking about this 200-day SMA. It hasn't really been support or resistance throughout here. Like for one day it was. You can see here we smashed it, went below, smashed it, went below, right? So it's not really a huge level that I'm seeing as of right now. It's not really respecting it at all, to be honest. Now we did come back up and try to overtake it. Got a little bit of a wick above it and sort of got again. We didn't really get rejected from the 200-day SMA, but you know we got rejected from being above it as of right now, right? So that's an area of confluence to look at. Now, kind of looking down, you know, looking at 43.8 seems like a pretty interesting level too. Reason why for 43.8 we have sort of a candle body close, and we also have a candle body wick bottom there. So that could be interesting level, 43.8 for a potential bounce as well. Just kind of looking at, you know, potential bounce areas from the fibs, from candle body closes, candle body wicks, you know, trying to give everyone the most sort of, you know, up-to-date analysis there. But, you know, guys, I'm going to be honest, right? The daily looks a little bit droopy, right? A little bit droopy. Now, we haven't made a lower low yet, right? You guys know I don't flip bearish until we break my bearish level, which is 37.3, 36.6. You know, that's the point where, you know, if we come back down here, you know, something along these lines, and we back test this, come back down, and we break 36.6, right? That's the point where I probably start looking at some lower levels. But like I said, until we break, you know, this little box here between 37.3 and 36.6, I'm remaining my bullish stance until then. Like I said, we dip below 36.6. We'll change course. We'll look at some lower targets. But as of right now, I still think another back test of that area would make some sense too, as a potential back test as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. 42.5 seems most logical. My bearish level is 36.6 for everyone that wants to know that. You know, our daily RSI sort of broke down from its sort of consolidation to the way we didn't want it to break down, right? We broke it down to the downside. So unfortunately, the daily doesn't look that great. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, if the daily was looking awesome, it would look awesome. Now, it doesn't look, you know, we're not going to zero. We're not like it's not like
everybody panic, we're going to zero. Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
What I'm saying is the daily doesn't look good. Basically, what I mean by that is it looks like we could get a little bit of a correction, right? I'm not saying we're going to freaking zero, right? It doesn't look like that at all. It's actually looks pretty similar to this dip here, to be honest with you. But you know, it looking like a decent correction could be coming, to be perfectly honest. But not saying we're going to freaking zero or anything, right? Pushing 45,000 right now for BTC. Like we said, so like I said, our bullish scenario is a break up from this wedge, where our target would be back up at 48,000. That's our bullish scenario at the current moment. Right? Let's go on to the weekly real quick and see what we're kind of working with on the weekly. So it looks like slowly but surely here, as of right now, we're kind of making our way back down to that 20-week SMA, which is currently sitting at 42.7. We got some room to work with there. You know, like we said last week, like once we get clearly above it, we had room to work with in case we dipped. Now we're getting that dip. We're still clearly about $2,700. Actually, sorry, $2,200 if I could do my math right, above that 20-week SMA. So as long as we come back and hold that as support, that's one level that I am looking at Bitcoin to hopefully hold as support here. I do not want to see sort of Bitcoin break down below that 20-week SMA. I really don't want to see that. No, I think that could be potentially damning for Bitcoin going forward if we close a weekly below the 20-week SMA. That's definitely an important area. Now, our MACD, right, we talked about yesterday, did flip bullish. Looks like we're slightly back into bearish momentum here. We haven't really, obviously we haven't closed the week yet, so you know, obviously if we close the week red here, it's likely that, you know, this stays in a bearish momentum until maybe next week, until we get that bullish momentum. But that cross is right there, dude. That cross is right there. I know George made a video about this today. I know we've been talking about this for the last couple, really the last couple weeks, really. We've been talking about this as it's kind of made its way back down, ready to flip bullish. Let's look at a couple of other indicators here that we haven't really looked at yet. Let's see. Stock RSI is getting up there, right? It's getting up there. But what have we said about the stock RSI on the weekly? We've said it could, when we're in bullish conditions on the weekly, we can stay overbought on the stock RSI for a while, right? You can see right here, we stayed overbought on the stock RSI from November 2nd, okay, all the way till January 11th. So we're talking, what are we talking? over 2 months of staying overbought on sort of the stock RSI. So that's really not a huge indicator to me, even if we get topped out. I think it's bullish if we're actually topped out in the stock RSI. That might sound crazy, but, you know, can sense the, Habang said, I could sense the fear in your voice, which means bullish. That's what I'm saying, man. Everyone's calling for a dip. Everyone is calling for a dip, which makes me think that the opposite is going to happen. That's not based off any logical, technical analysis. That's just based off pure sentiment, I guess, anti-sentiment, right? Bitcoin usually does the opposite of what people think. Not always, right? In a bull market, everyone's expecting up, it goes up. But, you know, in consolidation periods, you know, sort of Bitcoin likes to go against the grain. You know, I've watched, I try to get the general sentiment of the market by watching, I watched a good amount of crypto videos today on YouTube, you know, went through Twitter a lot today. The general sentiment is pretty short-term bearish, okay? That's what I've kind of gotten by the sentiment right now. And, you know, from what we learned the last few weeks when everyone's, you know, is begging for a huge dip, Bitcoin usually go against the grain. Not going to say it's going to do it this time, but you know, that would make perfect sense to me if Bitcoin was like, everyone's like, Bitcoin, you must dip, you are overbought, you must dip, and Bitcoin can just go,
nope.
You think I should dip? Bitcoin just literally pulls out Karen and goes, this is you guys need to buy more of me. You guys need to buy more of me. We're going up, fellas. We're going up. Do not be saying we have to dip. I am Sir Bitcoin. Okay? We are not doing any of this dippage. Okay? It's my way or the highway. That's what Bitcoin can do. So I'm not ruling out Bitcoin, and no one should really rule out Bitcoin in a time like this where everyone's expecting a dip short term. But anyways, like I was saying, stock RSI right here, right, was overbought for 2 months. To me, when the stock RSI is overbought, it's actually a bullish indicator. That means that the market is super bullish, right? You can see majority of the bull market, other than one little dip down here, was majority overbought in the stock RSI. You're talking from May 2020, you know, other than this one little dip where actually Bitcoin was generally in an uptrend during that dip too. You know, from May 2020 to really the middle of January was overbought the entire time on the stock RSI, besides one little dip, which was like a 20% dip or 30% dip, whatever it was right there. So it's not a huge indicator to me. Like I said, it's not something I pay too much attention to, but, you know, something that we have to keep in mind, I guess. Dale Broussard. Take a walk, Karen. All right, anyways, let's go check out the this weekly chart. So what I wanted to do, guys, is you know, there's a lot of talk of dead cat bounce, dead cat bounce, dead cat bounce. And I first want to state that it's good to look at both scenarios. So what I wanted to do for a little bit today is look at our current run that we're kindly on right now, right? And compare it to the last two sort of dead cat bounces, right? Look at the fib levels, look at the 20-week SMA, the 50-week SMA, the RSI levels compared to the previous two times that we had dead cat bounces after a bull market, and see if we can find any comparisons, right? And what you'll find is, what I will state is, beforehand, what we'll find is there's a lot of similarities with the two, though at very different levels. Now, let's take a look at our current one, right? So what we've done this far, right, if everyone wants to call this a dead cat bounce so far, okay? Let's take a scenario of what we've done. So, you know, we have gotten, you know, I'm not going to take a full measured because I don't think that the price is normally what's important here, but we basically fell and retraced to our 0.5 Fibonacci, right, from our top to our bottom here. We've also we bounced off the 50 and also retaken the 20. And if you look at our stock on our RSI level down here, we've bounced off the typical swing level on the RSI, you know, which we usually bounce off of. We have sort of gotten back above, right, our bullish level on the stock on the RSI, and are now coming back down to retest it as support. right? And it's very important that we hold this line on the RSI as support, and we'll see exactly why looking left. So let's go back to 2017 and see what kind of happened here. Now, in 2017, okay, I am watching Bitcoin here, guys. We're at 45,000 right now, coming back up to retest the golden pocket. Let me actually set an alert here in case Bitcoin starts to move. Let's go to 45. Oh man, this is now crypto savvy. No, guys, we're not crypto savvy. We're not crypto savvy. All right. The thing about me is I don't always say I'm right. Right. I don't know, man. I don't want to call shots, but I was looking at some videos today because I have a feeling there's going to be some beef between us two at some point. I don't know. I just get this vibe. But you know, I went back to look at some of his videos in the beginning of last year, and about in whoever's in the Discord knows I posted it in the Discord today. Around October of 2020, I will say that Bitcoin Savvy was pretty bearish and was calling for a $6,000 Bitcoin in October of last year. I'll leave it at that. Anyways, I'm gonna put 45,200 right here. Okay, 45,200. Right there. So if Bitcoin breaks above 45,200, oh, we just got the alert already. What the hell, dude? Hold on. Let me see here. 45,300. BTC crossing. Oh, wait. 45,300. I did it in the box down there, dude. 45.3. There we go. All right. If Bitcoin goes out to 45,300, I'll get the alert and we'll switch back to it, okay? Let's go back over here. All right, anyways. We wanted to compare the previous market. So let's go back here and let's see. So so there's a couple different dead cat bounces in different dead cat bounces in 2018, right? So you had sort of this one here. I don't know if this was the true dead cat bounce. I would probably call, you know, either this one or this one the true dead cat bounce in 2018. 2018 was like sort of, I don't know, multiple dead cat bounces up. I think if anything, you're going to compare it to one of them. I think sort of this one probably makes the most sense here. So basically what we're going to look at is where we kind of retrace to. So if you look at our fib levels, we actually came back up and retraced to the 382 fib. So we went up on a higher fib level than our previous dead cat bounce. Now what's exactly the same is our other two indicators, right? We didn't quite come back down to the 50-week moving average. We did during this one right here, right? We did during this one and we bounced back up. Now this one, we didn't quite come back down to the 50-week moving average, but we came back up and we got above our 20-week moving average, right? Just like we did now, right? And then the next week, right after, we dumped right back down. And after that, you know, we sort of never closed 2 weeks above the 20-week moving average. We always had a one, right? We did right there, had one, and we had one right there. But after that, dude, we fell back to the 50-week moving average, okay? So basically, if we look at the RSI too, we came back down to our, you know, relative level in the RSI, right? We came back up to our second level, couldn't get back over it and got rejected, right? So the key to continuing the bull market here is one of two things, right? And this is kind of what I'm watching here for over the next couple of weeks, because the weekly is what really matters, guys. We need to do one of two things. We need to close above, which we already did. We close above the 20-week SMA. Bam. We need to get a second, what I'm looking for is a second weekly close above the 20-week SMA. Okay? Now, it could, maybe it's this week, maybe it's not this week. Who knows, right? That's why we're looking at it. And we also need to get a significant bounce off this RSI level. And the reason why is if we look back in 2013, or 2014 actually, let's go back to 2014 and look at the dead cat bounce in 2014. Right here, we went down and we went down and we came back up to the 786. So in 2014, which is interesting, we came back up to a higher fib level than we did this time. So the fib levels aren't too important here, right? I wanted to go back and look at, is it an important fib level that we retraced to in a previous bull market, in a previous dead cat bounce? No, it wasn't. The fib levels aren't that freaking important, right? So you can kind of throw those out of the way. Now, we did, so what I was looking at down here is we did come back down, and this is where it gets a little iffy to me, right? This is where it gets a little iffy to me. Do you call this the dead cat bounce, or do you call this the dead cat bounce? This was kind of like a double top. If you look at it kind of like this, it's kind of like a double top over here. This I would probably call the more logical dead cat bounce right here. And this one you could probably compare to the current market very, very similarly, right? We had a bounce up off the 50-week SMA, came back up, got above the 20-week SMA, exactly like we did now, right? We confirmed it as support. So everyone back then, I'm not sure who was trading back then or whatever, was probably like, oh, we're super bullish. We're above the 20-week SMA. Not sure what they looked at back then, right? But we confirmed it as support, but Bitcoin was like,
Nope, nope, nope.
and we dumped back below. So that's why I'm a little bit iffy on this 20-week moving average, just because we got above it being, very, very bullish. I think we need to get a nice bounce off of it and a confirmation bounce. Now, what's similar here is, you guys, we talked about how we went up to the 382 fib on the dead cat bounce in 2018. We went up to the 382 level also in 2014. You can see here down to the top, down to the bottom to top. We went to the 382 fib. Okay, so both those times you went to the 382 fib. This time you smacked the 382 fib. So take that for what you will. Now, the other thing we looked at, guys, is the RSI level, right? We dumped to our second line, got back above, confirmed it as support initially, okay? We couldn't hold it, and then we went further into a bear market. So that's why I think it's very important in this one to get a significant bounce off this line and not so much hug it. If we hug it, I think it's more of likely that we sort of continue down. If you look at previous times, significant bounce, those were confirmations of higher moves up. Okay, we look at 2017, significant bounce, significant bounce, significant bounce, significant bounce. All confirmations of higher moves up. Okay, so we need, to me, I want to see a significant move up here within the next 1, 2, 3 weeks. I don't think it's good if we go sideways here, personally. A lot of people want to see us go sideways here. If we go sideways in this range, I don't like that. I think we need to continue the momentum here that we built over the course of the next couple weeks. It doesn't have to happen today, tomorrow. We're talking weekly time frame, right? So, all right, Bitcoin 45,881.
Strap up, we're going to the moon. Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I'm trying to play the pop music, guys. If we hit the golden pocket, I'll play the pump music for you. So we got to hit 0.65 at 45,200, and then we can get amped in the chat. Okay? ETH is sort of just chilling. We'll look at ETH in a second, but I kind of just wanted to look at that on stream today and kind of see what everyone I'm looking at there, and why the important levels I'm looking at, and why I think that, I think we need to continue the momentum here in the next couple weeks. And if we range sideways, I don't think that's necessarily good. I think we need to continue the momentum, because in a typical bull market, I mean, when Bitcoin has these dips, it usually, retraces pretty fast. This one right here, you can see, we retraced pretty fast in 2013. We weren't really diddling around for more than 4 weeks going sideways, right? We retraced pretty damn fast. It seems to me when we sort of pump and we sort of diddle around for a little bit, that's not too good, right? We pump, we diddle around, not too good. To me, that's sort of the scenario I'm looking at, is I think we need to continue the momentum that we've gained here and not so much diddle around in these 40K levels, personally. But that's just my opinion. We shall see. We shall see. What's up, Sean? Jordan said we are only testing 43K tomorrow. Then the bull run. Then the bulls will run over them. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm still watching for this wedge, right? Like obviously this is the hourly time frame, so I'm watching for the bullish scenario to play out first. Yeah, obviously if we get rejected at the top of this wedge again, you know, I think lower likelies, like I said, are likely. You know, 43.7. A lot of confluence at 43.7. We break 43.7. I think it's likely to go to 42.5. Just based off a structure standpoint here. So a lot of different things to watch here. I think this is the main one we got to watch right now. Is this possible? Once again, dude, the wedges never lie, bro.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
I'm not going to say it's going to play out, guys, but I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, dude. The markets, the wedges never lie, man. The wedges never lie. Until one of them doesn't work, I'm going to go with the assumption this is going to break up. Now, I know everyone and their mother is calling for dip, 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 dip. I don't see anyone else talking about this wedge. I don't see anyone else talking about this wedge. No one. I watched multiple videos today. I didn't see one person talk about this wedge. Okay? Everyone keeps calling out, you know, not paying attention to these wedges. You know, it looks very, very similar to this one. It actually looks very, very similar to this one, too. So, as far as price structure goes. Now, obviously, a couple levels we got to break. Could also have that W reversal on the wedge, off the 786, like we talked about yesterday. Exactly like we did down here, off the 786. Exactly like we did down here, off the 786. Not going to say it's going to play out, but, like I said, until it doesn't play out, I'm going to continue to watch it, you know? So, we shall see, man. We shall see. BTC pumping. We'll see, man. We see. Stop, hunt, rise, and retrace bear market. Let's go, Jordy. Let me see your fractal. We haven't looked at my ETH fractal in a while. I'm kind of looking at this ETH weekly fractal, man. This makes so much sense, dude. And it looks... Now, obviously, the general structure isn't the same. Well, the general structure is the same. Obviously, every candle is not going to be exactly the same. This is the line, because it cuts out the wicks. Makes it a little bit easier to see. But almost the same structure as far as candle bodies go. Almost to a T. Like, your top was the exact same. Your bottom was the exact same on the consolidation, right? You came up, you made a lower high, you pulled back again. You came up, made another lower high, pulled back even less, and then pumped. Right? Now, kind of the similar thing happened in here. We pumped up, pulled back, made a lower high. Maybe we pull back a little bit more here, make a higher low, come back up, make a lower high, make a higher low, and then go. Right? Maybe something like that. Obviously, that's speculation at this point, but... you know, it is something I'm going to watch. You guys know I like my fractals. So we shall find out if the fractal, and this just makes so much sense price structure-wise. You know what I mean? Back test here. Come back up. Boom. I don't know, make some sort of triangle here and break up. I don't know, man. Kind of like how we did here, right? It was a little symmetrical triangle action. Like this. And then we broke up. But we'll find out. So you're saying up or down? I'm just looking at a fractal. This is just for fun, guys. This is just for fun. I'm just comparing. I'm comparing the previous, this previous cycle here for ETH, right? The end of the previous cycle for ETH to this cycle here. I didn't change the length of it or anything. I literally took it and I put it right there at the bottom. So we'll see if that plays out. Anyway, let's go take a look at ETH. Ethereum. Let's see, ETH. Definitely a boring day today, guys, huh? Like, today is probably one of the most boring days we've had in crypto. I don't even think any, like, alts were going nuts, except Solana again. Friggin' Solana, man. Do I gotta be salty again in the chat? I don't think I do, but I'm happy for you guys. for
This
Solana.
Is my wife,
I really am.
Ethereum.
I really am. Let me turn this up a little bit. There you go. Oh yeah. So ETH. What do we do for ETH? So ETH, we know we broke down from this channel. Okay, I think we were doing that kind of at the beginning of the stream yesterday. And we came back up, tried to get back into it, got rejected, right? So we've confirmed our previous support and flipped it into new resistance. So technically here, on the small time frames, we have a technically bullish, a bearish structure, right? Technically bearish structure. Now, can that be erased? It can. It can. It can do the same thing as Bitcoin here and maybe make some sort of, you know, W pattern here, back up, right? But obviously we got to wait to see what Bitcoin does on it first. I'm not too worried about the 1 hour chart, here for Ethereum, mainly because we're following Bitcoin at the current moment, guys, right? We're following Bitcoin, so that's the main squeeze right now. At the end of the day, need your advice too. Now, right now is a tough time to buy, guys. Like this is why, and I don't mean to sound like a broken record, right? And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Jordan, you know what? I didn't buy down there, so stop saying that. Well, you know, it's true, right? Right now is a tough spot to buy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, if you're holding long term, go for it, right? If you're holding multiple years, go for it. At the end of the day, between maybe buying here and buying here is not really a big deal. But, you know, if you're looking to hold short term, right now is a tough time to buy. It's a very, very weird time in the market, guys. It's a tough time to buy and it's a tough time to sell right now. Very, very tough time to buy. Okay. So sort of, I wouldn't be FOMOing in right now. Now is a tough time to FOMO, and also it's a tough time to sell. It's sort of, you're in that weird zone where, you know, it could really go either way from here. And that's why I preach so much buying the dips, dude. Buying the dips. Like, because if you bought down here, you wouldn't be worried so much about what's happening right here, right now, right? And I don't mean to sound like a broken record, you know, but, you know, a lot of people are telling people to buy down here, you know, and no one wanted to, or people did, but a lot of people didn't want to. They said they're just going to FOMO on the way back up. And now you're in that conundrum. Well, should I buy back in here? Well, it's not the most smart time to buy back in, you know. It depends your time frame. So that's why buying the dips is so important and not waiting for confirmation a lot of the times, because when you wait for confirmation, you're getting tough. You're might be buying at resistance, which is not typically the smart thing to do, right? So keep that in mind, right? So anyways, on the day, let's go to the daily chart on ETH, because that's what we're really worried about right now, right? We're not so worried about the short-term time frames here. The 236 fib is holding us up as support right now, and that's our sort of our bottom to our top of our move, right? Of our entire move here from, you know, end of July to now. So the 236 has been our support so far on these last couple of dips, right? 1, 2, 3. We've bounced off that level. Now you can see we've made a lower low here on the daily, right? It's not a macro low, right? ETH doesn't really have a macro low on the daily here. We kind of just went straight up for the most part here. We never really got that significant pullback. So sort of, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, if you break the 236, you have so much support looking left. And you guys know the level I was looking at for ETH to retest, you know, 42.5 was the Bitcoin level. But the previous high retest, the level I was looking at was like 28.88, 28.90 really, which was the previous highs from, you know, back here in June, right there, boom. And that's the level I'm looking for the retest at. Now, if Bitcoin drops to 42.5, you're probably going to be going a little bit lower for ETH, you know, just based off math, right? Because if Bitcoin drops, you know, everything's based off Bitcoin, guys. So if Bitcoin drops to 42.5, you'd be looking at approximately about a, let's see, about a 6% move or so, about a 550% move. So if ETH drops to about 550, which say it drops the same as BTC, it usually drops a little bit more. But, you know, I could see a move for ETH maybe back down to this 382, down to like 2,700, right? Because if Bitcoin drops, ETH is going to drop harder. Okay, it's just kind of the way it works. So 2,700 would probably be the level if Bitcoin drops to 42.5. That's probably the level I'd be looking at. Now, if we look at this on the daily, trying to see, you know, just to kind of recap where I start getting a little bit bearish for ETH. Now we're still way ahead of these levels, guys. I'm just kind of going over it so you guys know the levels where short term, where you know you might be looking a little bit bearish to retest your lows. I'd be looking at the previous highs at about 2,300, right? I don't flip bearish until we get below 2,300 or so, right? What's up, Cavalier? Hey, Jordan. When you get a chance, can you give your thoughts on Pendle? I just heard about it today and it's doing very well. Thanks. Absolutely, dude. We can definitely look at that, Cavalier. For sure, man. For sure. But even ETH, like we talked about Bitcoin, you know, yesterday, or today actually, we talked about how, you know, sort of coming back down to 37,000 would not be the end of the world either. I could certainly see that happening too, for sure. ETH, that would be some kind of like how ETH would come back down to test sort of 2,400 and bounce off that level. I could definitely see that for Ethereum too. It would make sense based off a structure standpoint. Now, you had a little bit of a pullback to that level before, like we talked about with Bitcoin, but, you know, was that a true, really back test? I don't know. So I could see something like this where we dump down here, everyone's screaming, you know, bear, 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 and then we just pump back up. And what I think would be most healthy for the market, I just don't see it happening, is, you know, the lower we dip, I think it would be better for us going the long term. I think the lower we dip, sort of the bigger catapult, the bigger trampoline that we would get higher to the upside. I just don't know if we'll get that low, you know? But I could see the whales playing some games, getting everyone to panic. Everyone panic. Oh, we're going further into the bear market, and then bounce there and fake everyone out. Right? That's kind of a typical whale thing to do. So I don't know. We're in a weird spot right now. We're in a weird spot. Like I said, I'm not sort of as bearish as a lot of people are right now. I see a lot of people who were bullish 2 days ago and are now flipping bearish. All of a sudden, I'm not as bearish as everyone else is right now, to be honest. So I'm still looking at this wedge in the short term. You guys know I love my wedges. So we'll see if it plays out, man. Wumba is saying, basically, you're saying anything can happen. Yes, dude. Anything can happen. Any exact thing can happen. I love those are my favorite comments because it's true, dude. Literally anything can happen. So that's why we're looking at upside and downside targets, because, dude, Bitcoin has a mind of its own. We've already seen it on this run up, right? Every single dip, everyone's screaming low, 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 right? Everyone right here, oh, the run's done, the run's done. Bitcoin says nope. Right here, oh, Bitcoin got rejected from the 200 SMA. Bitcoin's done. Nope. Oh, Bitcoin broke the 200-day SMA. Bitcoin's done. Nope. Oh, Bitcoin broke down from a rising wedge and broke the 200-day SMA. Would I be surprised if Bitcoin said nope again? Not really. Bitcoin's been kind of defining the TA so far up to this point, in all honesty. Right? TA only tells you so much of the story. Right? So, does the daily look a little bit bearish? Yes. Yes. Up to a certain point where, you know, it looks like you're sort of losing some momentum. It did break a, you know, kind of a wedge pattern here, which is technically a little bit bearish here. But nevertheless, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin just said nope to everyone and pumped too. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised. Bitcoin doesn't need lower dips to catapult. It's nonsense. It doesn't need lower dips. I think that the lower dip you get, the bigger catapult you get, though. You know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily need a lower dip, but I think, you know, if Bitcoin did something like this, you know, and it actually bounced and then the bullish momentum got back, I think you'll get a nice catapult up here pretty easily. But you know, but a lot of people might not think that way. In all honesty, no one really knows, man. I mean, everyone, like I said, everyone in the chat, everyone on YouTube, everyone on Twitter likes to always pull out the golden crystal ball. People think some people know what they're talking about. No one really knows what's going to happen, right? Like I said, dude, all your favorite YouTubers, all your favorite Twitter personalities, they've all been wrong. They've all been wrong at the end of the day, right? And no one truly knows what's going to happen next, man. No one truly knows. So we sit here, we have fun in the charts, and that's what we do. Now, today's a little bit more of a boring day, right? So it's not as fun today. So I get it, right? It's not all days are fun. You know, not all days we can be up here going, or, you know, even playing the dump music, right? Not all days we can play the dump music. Today we're just kind of going sideways, so it's a little bit of a boring day. You know what I mean? Shots every time George says but Max, man, you can't deny the but dude. You can't deny it. All right, we'll check out ADA. Well, we already kind of talked about Ethereum weekly chart. We'll talk about ADA real quick. Let's see. So ADA on the weekly, we sort of almost came back off to test our weekly candle body highs. And we pulled back. Let me zoom in a little bit here. You guys can see it a little better. So I actually like the weekly structure on ADA. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, the weekly structure doesn't look too great. Look at this red candle. Well, we came up to almost test our all-time highs, like we said. Not quite, but almost there on the weekly. The weekly, we came back down. Look exactly where we wicked to on the weekly. Right there, we wicked right to that level there. Bounced right off that high there on the weekly. Absolutely perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. And now we're trying to get that bounce back up. It's actually a beautiful candle. You know, if we continue this buy pressure up, it's going to look really, really nice. So I like the bullish structure there on ADA. It just looks like a classic support into, or resistance into support flip. Kind of what it looks like right now, right? So that looks pretty good on ADA at the current moments. Sort of. Let's see. The 4 hour looks good on ADA too. I mean, 212 for Cardano. I know we're talking about sort of, you know, Bitcoin and ETH kind of struggling right now, but there's still coins that are performing really, really well. Really, really well. And unfortunately, the bears are missing out on the gains right now, but it's okay. It's okay. They'll all live. They'll live. You know what I mean? They're bears after all. They're born to hibernate, as you would say. But Cardano's still making us some gains. 212 right now for Cardano. You might have broken this sort of downtrend. Not perfect, but sort of downtrend here in the 4 hour. You might have broken that to the upside. Looks really, really nice. Really, really nice. You could argue it was some type of bull flag, and he actually broke it to the upside. So if this does continue up, Cardano's kind of doing its own thing right now. It's not really caring about BTC at the current moment. So if this was to continue up, in hindsight, and this is obviously if Bitcoin doesn't take some massive dump, right? Could see a move up to like 260 on Cardano. Assuming Bitcoin doesn't take a massive dump, does Cardano care all the time? No, sometimes Cardano does its own thing, which we can't rule out. Now, you had nice bullish divergence there on Cardano in the 4 hour, which was a clear signal that you're probably going to get some type of bounce there. Also, we bounced right off our previous highs. That was a perfect setup there for Cardano. Bullish divergence right off the previous high. That was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So pushing 213 on Cardano. So at the moment, still making gains. Still making gains, boys. Still making gains, man. Up 106% on all the Cardano I bought down here. Beautiful. So nice. So nice. Hope you guys bought down here too. So 212 on Cardano at the current moment. Solana we're actually going to jump right on into Solana here. Let me actually look at the daily too on Cardano. Oh, you're about to get a bullish engulfing on the daily for Cardano as well. Give me that bullish engulfing on Cardano, dude. Come on, man. So nice. Let's see. Bill market. Good boy. I got that 106. There you go, Falcor. That's what I'm talking about. You got a quick 2x there. A quick 2x while everyone's yelling 20K, 20K, 20K. You know, everyone who bought at those lows made, you know, at least a 2x. Bitcoin close to, you know, 60%. All the other altcoins at least 100%. And some altcoins, you know, more than 2x. Some more than 3x. So, you know, I'll take that any day. I'll take that any day than sitting at the bottom and going, oh, 20K, you know? Anyways, awesome. On the daily chart too, Cardano just looks really good right now. And this is obviously assuming that Bitcoin doesn't take a massive dump right now. If Bitcoin takes a massive dump, probably bring down Cardano with it at the end of the day, but I like the structure here. I like the structure. And Cardano's having a mind of its own right now. It's at 213.20. We're playing the pump music right now. We're playing the damn pump music. Cardano's pumping, dude. Let's friggin' go. All right, let's jump right into some, I want to quickly look at Solana. Solana continuing up, dude. 73.52 for Solana. Like, come on, bro. Come on, dude. All I've been asking, and I'm not FOMOing, guys. It's part of my strategy not to FOMO in. And you know what? Solana pulled back 23% yesterday. And I was like, all right, I think I'm going to get in on Solana. I'm going to wait a little bit longer, okay? I was acting like a bear. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I was being greedy, just like the bears were at 30K. I'm going to wait a little bit longer here. I want to get Solana a little bit better price. I think Bitcoin's maybe going a little bit lower, so I'll wait on Solana for a better price. Well, what does Solana do today? It gave me a fat...
Nope, nope, nope.
And pumped all the way up to 81 bucks. So congrats on the Solana guys too. I'll give you guys a pump song too. You guys freaking killed it, dude. 73 bucks on Solana now too, though. Up another 14% in the last 24 hours, man. 24 hours. Solana just continues up. It just continues up. Now, is it losing any momentum? It's at a 90 on the other side. I'm not counting it out. I'm not... Like I said, these coins that get super parabolic like this and get into sort of, you know, black sky, like literally black sky, or black screen, as I like to call it. I don't even think I hit it. It's 1.618 yet. Let's see. No, it's 1.618 is with about like 83 bucks approximately. It went to like 80 bucks. It didn't quite get up to its point 1.618, but very, very close. So I'm going to continue to wait for that entry that I want. And if it's above 100 bucks at some point, it is what it is. It is what it is. I was a greedy bear. And you know what? Yesterday, I was this. Yesterday, I was so freaking salty, bro. I was salty. Solana had a 23% pullback. I didn't buy it because I was greedy. I was a greedy bear. And it screwed me. It screwed me. But now I'm happy for you guys. I am genuinely happy for you guys. And I hope this pumps and shows me to always trust my strategy and buy the 20% dips and not be greedy. I hope Solana kills me and pumps to $150 and doesn't give me the entry I want, just to prove a point. Jordan, don't be greedy. Buy the 20% dips on the coins that you want. Jeez. Freaking Christ, man. Trust the process. Trust the process, as Sam Hinkie would say. Okay? All right, Bitcoin came up to its golden pocket. Come up to its golden pocket and initially got rejected there. Wait, hold on. It looks like Bob put in a Bob? Oh, Bob's getting pumped. Bob's getting pumped in his room, guys. We're going to go visit Bob. He's getting absolutely pumped. Hold up. Wait, why am I on Bob? Guys, I cried so much yesterday. That I have to stream from Bob's room. I broke my desk. With so many tears. But today, I put it in a short at the 0.618 Fibonacci, and I am up. I am currently up right now on my short. I'm up on my short right now. 100x leverage. I'm currently up 1% times 100. I'm up 100% leverage on $5. $10. What was that? 500? $500. I just won $500. 1%. 100x lev. It's a daily close, guys. I'll see you later. I gotta go buy another shirt. Java just got like $100. I don't know if he's gonna close his short though. He gets a little greedy on his shorts, so we'll see if he closes it. I doubt he's gonna close it though. I doubt it. We just had our daily close though. Let's go check out BTC. So BTC, a little bit of an indecision candle on the daily close today. Kind of doesn't really know what it wants to do there. So we'll see what happens today, right? We closed below the 200-day SMA. Is that a big deal? I mean, we did it once before. We popped right back above it the next day. Not too worried about it at the end of the day. Not too worried about the end of the day. You get it? You get it? Not too worried about the end of the day. Daily close. Come on now. That was actually really good. Who am I kidding? But yeah. We'll see what Bitcoin does on the new daily today. Got a new 4-hour, obviously. Haven't really moved on the last 10 seconds since we closed. ETH on the daily, same thing, kind of a nothing burger day. Indecision candle. Doesn't really know what it wants to do there. Got rejected from sort of the rising channel support, or previous support, now flipping to resistance. So interesting closes today, fellas. Interesting closes. He got liquidated way before he earned any profit. $500. He's up $500 right now. I tell you right now, he's not gonna close it though. He's gonna keep it open, and it's gonna go back up, and he's gonna get liquidated. I'll tell you right now. He doesn't close his shorts. He's always in it for the biscuit. You know what I mean? What's up, Algo? Drew Durant. I have a friend who only shorts and for his long-term holds are 3x leverage contracts. Doesn't own a single spot. Jeez. That's he's living life on the edge over there. Definitely living life on the edge. Look at Ada. Look at Ada. Making some more run here. I'm telling you, bro. We broke this flag. I'm telling you, dude. Ada looks good. As long as Bitcoin can kind of go sideways here, I think Ada's going to pump. I think Ada's going to pump. As long as Bitcoin cannot take a huge dumperoo. If Bitcoin takes a huge dumperoo, Ada probably comes down with it. But if Bitcoin doesn't, I think Ada's going to pump here. And Solana could too. Solana could potentially too. Obviously, potentially. Let's see. Yeah, Solana's really not doing much. Solana's like a weird little bugger right now. Do. All right. Anyways, let's do some of these super chats here, and then we'll get back into the chat here. We had Megs Lee, who became a member. They become a member, Meg. Megs Lee. Are you Meg from Family Guy? You better be Meg from Family Guy. If you're not Meg from Family Guy, you're not the true Meg. You're not the true Meg. Yo, my hair is going wild right now. Should I go bald, guys? Should I go bald? Yes. Oh, we're doing a poll. Yo, YouTube changed up the UI here. I kind of like it. Let's see. Should I go bald? Should I go bald? Yes or no in the poll right now. For the rest of the stream. Dude, I was digging me bald yesterday. I was tempted to go to the hairdresser today and say, shave it off. Shave it off. I look creepily like my dad, though. You know what I mean? All right. So we'll see what these do. We had Dimitri said, how can you say that Jordan is quite, bro? How can you say that Jordan is quite, bro? Not sure what that means, Dimitri. Do you mean quiet? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Ovo said, I'm not going to read the first part, but you said, long live the Bears. Nice. There you go, man. You are right. Bitcoin is a wash on bet, but seeing 21. We go up. Facts. Lunar said, check ETH daily. Wick from 110, 227, 518, resistance 620. Back test would put ETH at around 2,700. So high from 518. 518. Okay. I see what you're saying there. And you said 227, 518. 227. 110. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Oh, you're saying a back test to here? Yeah, I'm seeing something similar to that, man. That's what I'm seeing too. I think 27, 2,800 to 2,700. Those are the two levels we said earlier. The 382 Fibonacci and the previous highs would make the most sense as sort of a pullback area for ETH going forward. There goes ADA. 213 on ADA. There goes Solana again. Bitcoin trying to go up again too at the moment. Here goes BTC. ETH trying to make a move too. Let's see if ETH can get back over its 0.5 Fibonacci. This is the Fibonacci from 1 to 0. Or from not 1 to 0. From top to bottom of the retrace. Let's see if ETH can get back over that. If ETH gets back over that, I think another retest of this makes perfect sense. I'm still like this, dude. We just got to get that momentum up, 214 for ADA. 214. The new green deal though, so why are we doing TA? This is TA, not a barbershop. I'm not gonna go. I'm not actually going bald. Hell no. I'm not actually going bald. Grow at the back and have a sick mullet. No way. Actual shave makes you look like a felon. I'm not actually going bald, guys. Not a chance. That was a total joke. I kind of like it on stream though. It actually like an extra element to the stream. You check Adam? Yeah, we can do that. Lewis said, grateful for all you do, us, Jordan. You are brilliant. Jordan Bitcoin. Jordan Dogecoin. Oh, he did that. You did the emojis. I was reading the emojis. Thank you, Lewis. Maba said, I heard today that if Bitcoin moves sideways, the bull run will only be for alts. Can that happen? Well, when Bitcoin goes sideways, you know, altcoins tend to perform pretty well. So what I've seen is like Bitcoin and ETH are like its own little cluster, right? Bitcoin and ETH move together, and then it's like the top altcoins move together, and then it's like the low cap altcoins move together. It seems like today, right now at least, we're getting some of those high caps moving. So I'm seeing ADA's getting some movement, Solana's getting a little bit of movement here. Just looks like based off this, DOT's not really moving. See if any of the other high ones are moving here. BNB, really just ADA and DOT. I mean ADA and Solana. All right, we're playing it again for ADA. Bro, I'm cool if ADA just pumps, man. I am cool if Cardano just keeps going, man. 214 for ADA. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure you guys subscribe, by the way. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're already in here hanging out, watching Cardano making some moves. Solana could be trying to make some moves now. Looks like Solana can break right here. These previous highs. Right there. At about 74 bucks. See these previous candle body highs there? If you can break those levels, I think Solana could be coming back up here. It's got room to run on the hourly. You wouldn't think it would, but it does. So we'll see. We'll see if you can get back over that level. I think Solana has another move in it. I really do. ETH chilling. ETH chilling at that, 0.5 fib. Having a tough time here. So is BTC. All right. Hey, Jordan. When you get a chance, can you give your thoughts on Pendle? I just heard about it today, and it is doing well today. Thank you. I have no idea what Pendle is, man, but I guess we can look at it. Sure. Let's see. Pendle. I better not being trolled right now. This better not be a troll. Oh, Pendle? What is this? 695. What the heck is that chart, bro? This looks like a pump dump. Could be something though. Pendle is a protocol that enables tokenization of trading of future yield. Okay. And see if it's on the chart. I don't know if it's on the on trading view here. Yeah, it's not on here. At least a good chart of it's not on here. So unfortunately, man, that's all I can see. It looks like it's pumping today. I'm gonna break this up, this high, previous high here. Not much else I can really say based on this, you know. Yeah, it's not on trading view, so I can't look at it, man. I can't. Thought I was getting trolled. I never know. Every time I see a coin I don't know, I always think it's some word that not supposed to say, and you guys are tricking me. Any thoughts on Tezos? Engine? All right. So Tezos, we're obviously getting the pullback with BTC. I think Tezos is coming down to the most logical level already, right? If you're looking at Tezos, you're coming back down to test this level, 310. It's just the most logical level, right? Your previous high, previous support. Just seems like just a basic retest and continuation up. I'm willing to bet that you're already at your daily EMA ribbon, but you could potentially wick below this and continue up, or you can bounce off this level right now. I like usually when you bounce off the daily EMA ribbon, but you can wick below it. See right here, you wicked below it. Right here, you wicked below it. You wicked below it a bunch of times. I could see a quick wick down to 310 and a bounce off that level, assuming Bitcoin bounces somewhere, soon, right? That's obviously assuming that, but I like that scenario just based off that. Fib levels, you don't really have any fib levels left. You already broke all your fibs, so sort of your long-term fibs. You look at the short-term fibs too. You're probably pretty close to the 236. Broke at 236. So that level doesn't really match up with a fib, which is interesting. So 382, 320 would make some sense based off the fibs, but yeah, that's Tezos, man. I mean, you're going to pull back as Bitcoin pulls back. If you don't, if Bitcoin wants to pump back up, Tezos is going to go back up and test 413. Sometimes, as simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Quick pullback on some of these things here. That's a squeeze. Time to 8 my 700. Buy high, sell low. You're aping $700 right now. And yeah, I do think Tezos is a good project, Ben. I used to talk about Tezos on my channel a good amount. I don't own it personally, but I think it's a good project though. ADA and XRP. We did ADA, and XRP isn't really moving today, which is fine. I think if you're looking at the structure of XRP, I think it makes a lot of sense as far as where you already dipped to. Dude, just look at XRP. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches here. Look what you back tested. You back tested that perfectly on a wick. Also back tested perfectly the what is that, the 382. You couldn't read there. The 382 Fibonacci perfectly, and also back tested the previous high perfectly. Right, so that was a perfect just area to back test. Now, if you continue down, I think just coming back down to this area again, it just makes a lot of sense. Somewhere around 106, 109, somewhere in that area. That's just a logical place for you to bounce from. Is it better to watch 15-minute or 1-hour charts? Not really either, man. Not really either. If you're investing, you probably should be watching at least the daily and up. If you're trading, I mean, I guess you can use the hourly. It's up to you. Everyone has their own style. Some people like trading like 5-minute charts, right? Some people like trading swing trading on the daily chart, right? It all depends on your preference. If you're investing, though, I'd probably stick to the daily and weekly if you're long-term investing. All right, Bitcoin's coming down here. underscore knife said, can you check out Adam? I can check out Adam for you. And Maurizio also became a member. What's going on, Maurizio? Love your name, man. Love your name. It gets me absolutely hyped. Absolutely hyped. We can look at Adam now. Adam. Look at Adam go. I'll play you guys the pump song for Adam. What? Yeah. No, we'll hold off. We'll hold off. You guys probably don't want the pump song. Let's see. Yeah, Adam looks good. Adam looks real good. Let me actually get the full chart of Adam here. Get the Coinbase chart. Here we go. That's a nice little pump. What is this music? It's the dump music. The sound of longs getting liquidated. Leverage longs getting liquidated. Not whole hodlers and spot longs. Leverage longs. All right, but yeah, we broke a very, very key area. At least that I'm seeing. You broke these previous highs. Okay? You broke these previous lows. Now you're getting a little bit of resistance on these previous lows right here. But I like that move. Very, very critical area for you to break for Adam. I like that a lot. It was due. It was due. It was slowly kind of methodically moving its way up, you know, based off this. And it just got a nice giant green Dito earlier today. Really, really nice. Let's see. Your next fib technically is 0.5 fib at 20 bucks. Psychological level of 20 bucks. That's assuming if Bitcoin doesn't take a major dip. If Bitcoin takes a major dip, what I mean by major is like another maybe 10% dip. You know, Adam could be coming back down, maybe breaking 1737 again. Potentially. Maybe coming back down to test 1476. It all depends, right? It's all hypothetical on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin continues sideways, you're going to see these altcoins continue up. That's what's exciting about Bitcoin going sideways. So, you know, so sometimes it's exciting when Bitcoin goes sideways. I know it's not exciting for like the stream, but you know, when Bitcoin goes sideways, altcoins go nuts, and altcoins can go way more nuts than, you know, necessarily BTC. I'm looking at my my watch list right now. Every coin's in the red, besides Cardano right now. At least the ones on my watch list. Every single one. Cardano's the only one that's up. All right, Bitcoin trying to bounce again. Sandbox for please don't go bald. You're the good the way you are. Thank you, Sandbox or Sandox. Appreciate it, man. I'm not actually going bald. For anyone that hasn't seen me bald yet, I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay, here's me. We'll stay like this for like 2 seconds. But this is what I would look like when I was bald. I look like I think I look pretty good, but that's just me. I can get a head tattoo. I can get an Ethereum tattoo on my head, right? I can get my wife's tattoo on my head. The biggest mistake you'll ever make, get your wife's name tattooed on you. But I'm gonna put it on my head, on my bald head. Okay? Seriously. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe for the bald head, if anything. Okay? Seriously. Dump it. Stone Cold Steve Jordan. Doge head tat. This is, dude, I'm telling you, this is me in 3 months having to deal with all the bears every day. This is gonna be me in 3 months. I'm not joking. I'm gonna be bald, having to deal every day with the bears in the chat. I'm already losing my damn hair. Jeez. You look like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Doge tattoo. The Doge tattoo on my head. You can't do that. All right, Adam trying to go back up. Look at Cardano's trying to move back up here. Here comes Cardano back up to 214. Very, very nicely here. Who else this bold dickhead? This is Papa Jordan. This is Papa Jordan in disguise. You guys haven't met him yet. This is Jordan's dad. There we go. Here comes Cardano. 214. Pushing 215 as we speak. Bitcoin trying to bounce too. LeBron Jordan. All right, we'll go back to the we'll go back to, let's see. How's Shib doing today? Oh, we'll give it to Bob. I like how to have Bob do coin market cap because Bob sometimes gets pretty bored down there, so I want to add him more into the stream, and he's going to do coin market cap for us. Hold on. Adam. Riverside wants to look at AVAX. Let's do AVAX real quick for Riverside, and I still got some other guys still have to do. We got Aave, Engine, Amp. We'll look at all those too. Let me look at Avalanche for my guy Riverside Nightlife in the chat. I like it, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. We on AVAX, and AVAX, I said AVAX, on Avalanche, from your swing high to your swing low, massive, massive bounce there. You're now up 250% from your lows. RSI is at a 92. You went perfectly right up to your golden pocket level, right? Right up to the 0.618, 0.65 Fibonacci, okay? And it's, and, you know, this could be a potential area of a pullback just because it is such an important Fibonacci level. And like I said, your daily RSI is at a 93. So if you pull back here, I won't be surprised. How far you pull back probably depends on Bitcoin right now. If Bitcoin starts bouncing for whatever reason, AVAX probably continues up. Like, let's be honest. Like, these coins can stay overbought for a long period of time on the daily. Doesn't really have to mean much. So, yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. What a friggin' day for you, though. What a friggin' day, I do have to say. Cardano 215. I'm getting off bald. We're going to sort of go through a bunch of these first, and then we're going to go, Bob's going to go look at coin market cap for us, and then we're going to go from there, okay? So let's look at Engine coin. Engine. Let's see. We'll look at the DXY and stuff too, guys. So swing high to swing low. Engine still got rejected from this high here. I think we were looking at that last time I looked at it. You got rejected here. You're pulling back. I think you're just about at the level where it makes sense for a pullback, I think. Right? Your previous highs, potentially right about here. Looks like you already wicked to that level. I think that would be a relative level that makes sense to bounce from here. Right? Previous high, previous high, previous high. Want to come back and flip that as support now. So I'd really like that if you do that. You also could be forming some type of daily bullish divergence potentially as well, if you can bounce from here. You know, if you can bounce from this general area, you have higher lows, and you would have lower lows on the daily. Daily bullish divergence right at a fib level as well, 236. I like this as a potential bounce area. Only if Bitcoin can stay stagnant or continue up. That's the main ingredient, though. That's the main ingredient. But engine, I like it. I like it. Looks really good. Chainlink fell into the abyss. Chainlink always falls into the abyss. But you know what? It always grabs its chain, hooks it to the top of the castle, and pulls its way up every single time. Okay? Real quick, let's look at the DXY. A lot of people want to look at that. The hot topic right now. Look at the DXY, man. Still in this wedge. It's still in this wedge. So yeah, it looks bullish, guys, but you got to look at it from a deeper perspective. Still in this rising wedge. And we don't look at the smaller rising wedge previously. That played out beautifully, right? This rising wedge. You guys know the wedges. The wedges don't lie lately. They don't lie. So this wedge that we looked at initially played out perfectly, came down, hit your target perfectly. Obviously it bounced from there, but you're in a bigger wedge now. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, this could continue up a little bit higher, right? But where I think it gets rejected is either here, you know, either at this local high here, which you're at right now, right? That local high, or it kind of makes its way throughout the wedge, and you have a couple different highs back here. So I obviously watch this one as well. Put it right there. So I'd probably watch these two next levels coming up next, you know, where eventually, you know, I do think it would make sense for this to drop down, right? Facts. So yeah, like the DXY looks bullish from a, you know, just from looking at the candles, not looking at what's going on, but it is sort of coming up in a wedge that could potentially move back down. So obviously that's the bearish scenario. Bullish scenario is it just blasts through both of these and continues up. Do I see something like that happening? Could happen, but like I said, you can't really predict this type of stuff. It's sort of just, I mean, if you look at the history of the DXY, it sort of just does what it wants to do up to a certain point, right? Not really any structure to it. All right. We looked at that. Is there a DXY monthly wedge? I don't know if there's a DXY monthly wedge. I don't think so. Real quick, look at the S&P. I know that was like not performing too well yesterday, so let's look at it today. The S&P 500. Oh no, we're going to zero. 2 red days to the S&P. Whoa! Whoa!
Everybody panic, we're going to zero! Everybody panic, we're going to zero!
1.6% dip? I'm just kidding. Guys, yes, the stock market's going to do what it wants. Like I said, people are going to keep predicting a crash. You know. Sort of, it's not really something you can predict, right? You might say, but Jordan, it has bearish divergence on the daily. Or actually, it actually doesn't. You could argue it does. You could argue it does. But you could argue it has daily bearish divergence on the daily. It has so many times on this way up, though. I'm not going to go through every single time, but It has its dips, right? Bearish divergence. Where's another time? Right here. Bearish divergence has a dip, just rebounds. You can find a bunch of examples. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can't really predict this. So it's having a little bit of a dip. I'm sure it'll bounce back just like it always does at the end of the day. At some point it won't, right? At some point it won't. But trying to predict every single time when it does dip that this is the time, sort of monotonous at that point. No one really knows. No one really knows when that's going to happen, right? I don't think you know anything about the equity market. I know it's been going up. I've heard experts call a crash for the last 2 years. Let me tell you, I've been more right than the experts. What's my TA on the S&P? That beats any of the experts' TA on the S&P. Seriously, I've heard experts call it here. Not even this year. I've heard it all throughout this area too. I'm not going to say it's not going to come eventually. It'll come eventually. But trying to predict it, good luck. Good luck. That's a losing game. Check DXY. We literally just checked out. You just looked at the DXY like 5 seconds ago. Let's look at the total market cap too. Total market cap for crypto. The DXY. Let's look. All right, so the total market cap for crypto. Is there Cardano haters in here today? We need a Viking helmet for Ada? I got you, bro. I got you. Calling all fellow Vikings. We must break 216 for Cardano right now. Put on your garments. Put on your shackles. Put on your helmets. And get your spears. Because we must break 216 right now. And if we don't, we will lose our land. All that we fought for the last week. So put on all your stuff. And let's fight for 216. Oh, man. We gotta break 216 for Cardano. Seriously. All right, total market cap. Holy moly, this looks bearish. I still see something like this happening. You know, total market cap. If we don't bounce from this current area, which would make sense for a bounce where we're currently at already. But if we don't bounce from this area, I'll move back down to about 1.7 trillion. If we look back down to 1.7 trillion, would make a lot of sense as well, right? Retest the previous highs here. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I mean, that's probably what makes the most sense. 1.73 trillion. So bounce there, continue up, maybe something like this. I don't think it's going to happen exactly like this, you know, but we'll see what happens, dude. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the wedge, we still haven't hit our wedge target. Wedge target's all the way up here at all-time highs. Still think it's coming. Still think it's coming. Right? Everyone was laughing at my wedge down here. But you know what? The wedge is 75% of the way there. So we'll see if it works out. I don't, like I said, who knows? Who knows? But that's what I'm still looking at right now. 45.6 for BTC. Still just hanging out in this general area. Just hanging out. Not really anything going on here at the current moment. Just trying to find support here, maybe. Yeah. ADA to 220, the daily is climbing. I could see it. I could see it. ADA 2. I think the next resistance is even higher than that. But obviously, a lot of it depends on BTC, right? I can feel it in my guts. I can feel it in my guts. I'm having a good time, guys. I don't mind any day that's really in crypto. Whether it's a boring day, whether it's a red day, whether it's a green day, every day presents some type of opportunity. Every day presents an opportunity to learn from your mistakes, to buy more crypto, to sit back and watch your portfolio go up in value. Every day is a learning experience, and that's why crypto is fun, right? I learned yesterday that when I have a plan, I need to stick to it. Now, if I bought Solana yesterday, could that eventually bite me in the butt and could it go lower? Yes, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. When my coins go down 20%, I just stick to my strategy. I didn't stick to my strategy yesterday. It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. You live and you learn, right? Sue said, rant alert.
Rant alert. Rant alert.
215. No, I'm not feeling too ranty today. I'm not feeling too ranty. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know. Not feeling too ranty today. I'm just reading the chat right now. You guys are funny in the chat. Alright, so I'm planning on loading up more on Friday. Pump confirmed before then. IR. You better be right, my friend. We listened to you last time. We listened to you last time, bro. And we didn't get it. Thanks for the super chat, though, man. I'm listening to you. Before Friday, the pump is coming. Or you said at Friday, something like that. We'll look at it in a second. Alright, we did Aave. Pump confirmed before Friday. Come on. Greg said, what do you think of short term for Aave? Short and long term for Aave? I mean, short term, it's going to follow Bitcoin, right? So, you know, I think if you just look at basic support and resistance, you got rejected here from the 0.5. You're trying to hold the 0.382 fib as support. That's your first level of support at like 360. You break that, Bitcoin goes down to 42.5. For example, I think the most logical level is about 337, right? That's the most logical level for Bitcoin, or sorry, for Aave at the current moment. So 360, 337, and the two supports I'd be looking at. Now, long term, it'll be fine, right? As long as the trend continues up, it'll be fine. If the trend doesn't continue up, well, you know, you got to think about more of it from a long-term aspect, right? Long-term aspect. It's hard to think what, you know, because a lot of people's perception of long-term is very different, right? So some people's long-term projections is 3 months, right? Some people's long-term projections is a month. Some people's is a year. Some people's 4 years. Some people it's 10 years. You know, it really depends on what your time frame is. You know, some people's it's next week, right? So. Let's see. Aave. Shane said, what's up with AMP? AMP. AMP's still going sideways. Looks like AMP actually broke from its little trend. So we were kind of stuck between, if we go to the 4 hour, we were kind of stuck in between here. Okay. Cardano's pumping right now. 217 for Cardano. Here goes Cardano. We have won the war! Can we dump back down? We have won the battle, my fellow Vikings. We have broken the 216 resistance level on Cardano. 217. We have broken our previous highs from earlier. Now we are continuing up. Next resistance I'm seeing on the short term is, let's see, I think you're going to be looking at next resistance on the short term being about 220. 220 on the dot here, on the hourly time frame. 220. Watch out for that. We hit 220. We'll see what happens from there. Bitcoin still chilling. ETH still chilling. AMP though, anyways, 4 hour for AMP. You know, we're in this little consolidation. You know, literally just going sideways here. Looks like we broke down from it, came back up, confirmed it as resistance. Right, so typically a bearish structure here in the 4 hour time frame. Now it's the 4 hour time frame. Doesn't tell you the whole story. You go to the daily. I mean, you're still just sort of in this, I guess, right? You can't really call it ascending triangle because you sort of had our higher structure up here, but you know you're making higher lows. So if you did have another dip, I think a retest of this upwards trend down here to like 4.6. Somewhere around there, depending on where you hit it, right? 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, depending on where you hit this trend line, would make the most sense on the daily. So, yeah, I think that's where you could be going, assuming Bitcoin goes lower. If Bitcoin doesn't go lower, well, you throw that out the window. The only stable coin I have, AMP has been kind of a stable coin, but like I said, guys, if a coin's been a stable coin for a while, you know, sort of, the coin's been a stable coin for a while. Those are the ones that usually go off at some point. They usually go off when you least expect it, unless you're XLM or unless you're Algorand, right? Those ones kind of just chill. What's another one? There's a couple of them that just don't do anything. But, all right, 218. BTC chilling at the current moment. Chainlink fell into the abyss, said Gaia. Let's see if Chainlink actually fell into the abyss. 25 bucks. It's almost in the abyss. So the support for the abyss, right? So you fall into the abyss, I think, if you break this support right here on the hourly close. You can see you came 1, 2, 3. Crypto Interlude. Would you like to hear the most technically perfect chat up line? So as long as you don't look like a hippo pro pig, it should work. Interesting, man. Hippo pro pig. No, but Chainlink does not fall into the abyss if you break 25 bucks. You can see here, you keep coming down, wick, and wick. Came back down. Hopefully you can make a W here on the 1 hour. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully. But right now, it just kind of looks like you're kind of just going sideways here in the hourly for Chainlink for the most part here. Between like 26.80 and 25. So we'll see which way you break first. Every way you break, it's probably the way you're going to go next. 8 is at 218 at the moment. 8 is kind of slowly creeping up here. Slowly creeping up to daily highs. Very, very close to daily highs. Very, very close. ADA's going nowhere. ADA's going nowhere. Guys, you know what I've heard? ADA's going nowhere. Let's take it from well, let's be conservative. Let's just take it from September of last year. I'll be conservative with you guys. That's conservative. That takes away like half of the run. ADA's going nowhere. And this is coming from somebody who loves Ethereum. ADA's going somewhere, okay? ADA's going somewhere. And that's the conservative take. I mean, if you were like, you know, some people I know, and you were buying Cardano at, you know, 2 cents and 4 cents, well, we'll take it from 4 cents. 4,500%. I'm going to be conservative with it. I'm not going to take it from the exact bottom. BTC bounce. Trying to bounce. Trying to bounce. I'm still looking at possible W, right? We gotta this golden pocket is where we got wicked up to last. Got a rejection from. Like my Juicy said, I made 30K profit on ADA in the last 2 weeks. Superior said people hate ADA because they know. Number 1, end of 2022. I don't agree with number 1, but I do like ADA. It's my number 3 holding, but I'm not going to say it's going to be number 1. Will it be number 3? Probably at this point kind of likely, right? It's already number 3. It actually just passed Binance. But yeah, Cardano's number 3. There we go. My top 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There we go. Now we just need to get Chainlink up to number 4. I don't think that's going to happen, though. People sleep on Chainlink. Like, there's no way Bitcoin Cash should be above Chainlink. You know, like some of these coins, some of these other ones I get. When did I say Vet is dead? What? Are you trolling? The hell? When did I say Vet was dead? What the heck? VeChain, I may add, is my number 5 holding. Why would I say VeChain's dead? That makes no sense. I'm just saying I'm not buying any more of it. I'm happy with my position. There's a big, big difference between I'm happy with my position, I'm not buying anymore, and saying the coin is dead, right? It's performed pretty well, right? It went from 5 cents up to 15 cents. It's done almost, you know, it's done, you know, 150%. You're talking close to a 3x already. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. Like, if you bought these dips down here, you'd be making 2-3x's on a lot of these altcoins already, right? And even if you did top out here, that's what I don't understand. Even if you did top out here, you just made a quick 2-3x, just like that. So that's why I always say take profits, dude. Have a take profit plan, right? As you go up, have a take profit plan. But yeah, I mean, you're at 12 cents right now, dude. I think he's watching Savvy. What the heck? When did I ever say VeChain was dead? Oh, not you. Someone in the chat saying VeChain is dead. Oh, gotcha. Not me. I never said that. Not a fan of Bitcoin Cash. No, I'm not. I don't see the value in Bitcoin Cash, personally. But yeah, no, VeChain looks good. You're bouncing up right now. Let's see. So, you haven't really bounced off a huge area just yet. Not any fibs. You're coming up to your 236 on this bounce. So you're going to see this from a lot of alts, guys, and this is what gets me kind of excited. is a lot of these altcoins are getting daily bullish divergence, which is big, 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 big stuff, right? Daily bullish divergence is no joke. And you're seeing this from not all of the altcoins, but a lot of them. So, you know, we saw it with, see it, Cardano. Cardano didn't have it. We looked at a few that had it earlier, but, you know, that's bullish. It's bullish. I think if you can break this 236 here, 236, I think you could very, very likely go back up and test 14 cents very, very easily there. You break that, next level 16.6. Simple as that. Simple as that. $2.16. Come on, bitch. Come on, Bitcoin. Do something. You notice how Bitcoin starts going, and then the other altcoins kind of slow down. Where's Solana at? Solana 74. See if it breaks those highs again. Breaks that candle body high. 74.33. Oh, excuse me, guys. Woo. Jordan's tired today. Jordan is tired today, guys. Long day today for me. Long day for me. So it's sorry if I don't have the same energy I usually do. Long day for your boy here. All right, Adam. We did Adam. Hold on. Where am I right now? Now is the time to keep stacking that link, baby. We've been stacking up that link, IR. We've been already stacking up that link. I'm planning on loading up more on Friday. Pump confirmed before then. Thank you, IR. JD said, what are your odds Bitcoin break up versus down from this current zone? My odds? Man, that's tough, dude. I could see it going either way. So I don't want to play the devil's advocate and say 50-50, right? I'm not going to be that guy. I have to say, I like my wedges. Now, I'm just going based off history of my wedge off the 786 fib. I'm going based off my strategy on that. And it hasn't failed me yet. It hasn't failed me yet. So I guess I'll say 60-40 up from here. 60-40. And that's only because of my wedge. Now, that's going based off the charts. Does Bitcoin care about the charts necessarily right now? I guess. And you got to remember so the 4 hour and the daily look slightly droopy, right? Slightly droopy. We talked about that earlier. 1 hour looks fine. And I think this could eventually play out here. Audio end of the year, $15. Good. Adam's pumping right now. Are we faking me out? $19 on Adam. Holy moly. He's trying to go too right now, guys. All right, let me have Bob check the. Bob wanted to come on and check gainers and losers. Let's go visit Bob in his room, and because he likes to look at SHIB and see where it is for the day. He only watches, like I said, he only watches around the blockchain. So let me go check Bobby. Let me go check Bobby. All right, and I will see you guys shortly. All right. It's Bobby! What's going on, guys? Well, let's go see what's going on in the crypto world today. And I've been watching Around the Blockchain all day today, so I haven't had time to really look at coin market cap this morning. So let's see what's going on. So whole market cap up about 0.82%. Very surprising because, you know, actually not very surprising. Everyone on Around the Blockchain today was Moon Boys. But nevertheless, everyone was friggin' Moon Boys today. Looks like Bitcoin's back about 45,000 as we speak right now. Let's see what Doge is doing. See what Doge is doing. Doge is up 5. Doge is up 5% today. Bitcoin's only up 0.5%. Friggin' losers. You friggin' losers. You guys are friggin' losers. Let's go check out Shiba. Let's check out Shiba. 1%? That's more than Bitcoin. All you Bitcoin maximalists are so stupid. Avalanche, Luna, Arweave, Cosmos, Near Protocol, Solana, Phantom, Cardano, Elrond, some big gainers today. Big gainers on the market cap. Losers, not too many, right? Voyager, Telcoin, Celsius, MDEX, Revin. Let's go check out some of my meme coins. I love meme coins. I love meme coins. I love them.
Nope.
What was that?
Bobby, clean your room.
No! I'll clean it when I want. It's my room.
Bobby, clean your room.
It's not a room. It's a basement. Get it right, Ma. Ma! Get me some meatloaf. I'm hungry. Shibas don't eat by themselves. Shibas don't eat by themselves.
Bobby, clean your room.
That freaking so annoying, dude. Nothing funny. Nothing funny. Crypto Zoo? That's a dumb name. What the? What the heck? Red Shiba? Stop trying to rip off Shiba. Freaking ridiculous. Stop trying to rip off Shiba. Red Shiba? I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. Bitcoin's pumping. Jordan wants his stream back. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right? Peace. All right. Friggin' Ma. Show yelling at Bob, man. Clean this damn room. All right, Bitcoin, 45,066 as we're going back up to retest the golden pocket again.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
45,074. And I think ETH actually just broke back above its 0.5 fib level. So that could be pretty good for ETH in the current moment too. So let's see what Bitcoin does here. We're getting a little bit of pumpage. The green Dito. Bye, Bob. No, Bob, No Name said bye. What do you mean you don't care? What do you mean? No Name loves you. What do you mean you don't care about No Name? No Name, sorry, Bob said he doesn't care about you, so I try to tell him. 217 for Ada, and Adam at 19 bucks. 19 bucks for Adam, by the way. Bob. JD said, I agree with wedges on BTC. Go with history until you prove you wrong. Exactly, JD. We're going with history until it proves you wrong, man. The wedges never lie. Okay? Seriously, I should just name my name of my stream should be Crypto Wedges. Should I rename my stream Crypto Wedges? Let's actually do a poll real quick. Will Bitcoin break up or down from this falling wedge? Will Bitcoin break up or down from this falling wedge? I want you guys to answer in the chat. Sorry, on the poll here, I'm putting up a poll for you guys, by the way. Will we break up or down from the falling wedge? Let me know in the chat. So 44.9 at the current moment. Let's see. Jordan wedges. All right. Anything else doing nice? Let's look at Solana. Solana's still at 75. Solana's at 75. That's nothing. I'm just kidding. The Solana guys are going to kill me. The Solana army. Where's the Solana army in the chat? Nothing. Oh, my crystal ball said so. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Ben said, if I asked you on a date, would your answer to that question be the same as your answer to this question? I'm so confused, dude. If I asked you on a date, would your answer to that question be the same as the answer to this question? I'm trying to see if this is like a trick question here. Yeah. Wait, because if I say no, wait, I see what you're doing here. Because if I say no, then it's not the same as that question, and then it would mean my answer is yes. So you know what? Would it be the same as the answer to this question? Oh wait, if I say yes, I'm wrong too. You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say. Ah, man, I'm gonna say maybe. I'm gonna say maybe. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. That question blew my mind. That's actually really, really weird question. If you say yes, you're screwed. If you say no, you're screwed. That's actually kind of brutal, if you think about it. That's actually kind of brutal. That's actually a really good one, Ben. I'm gonna steal that from you. I'm literally gonna steal that from you, man. Doge tattoo? Ovo said, make a new character who's emo and always depressed. And all they do is talk about how bearish the market is and how Bitcoin is about to dump to 20K. I mean, that's kind of what, that's kind of, that's actually a good idea. Let's see. I don't like the background, but I like it. No, that's not the one. That's not the one. That's definitely not the one. Java would short the question. My head's about to pump. That's savvy. Oh, man. Man. Too funny, man. It's too funny. Whoa. Whoa. Doge tattoo in Vegas? Guys, I'm not getting the Dogecoin tattoo. I'm still confident in my Dogecoin tattoo. All right? I'm still confident in my Dogecoin tattoo. All right? We only have to go up another 36%. What's 36% among friends? What's 36% among friends? Come on. That's nothing. That's nothing. We went up 63% already. What's another 36%? I'm still confident. I'm going to get attacked by all the bears now. Here we go. You're getting the tattoo. John said, Jordan, will Litecoin ever moon?
Nope, nope, nope.
I'm just kidding. Litecoin will go up with the rest of the market, man. Litecoin follows Bitcoin a lot. It just sort of, I don't know, it's performed pretty well, man. I mean, it's went from $100 to $190. So it actually outperformed Bitcoin, right? That's what you want for alts. If an alt's not outperforming Bitcoin, there's no point in holding it, right? So it went up 80%. It outperformed Bitcoin at the current time. Now, I think it's probably due for a retest as long as Bitcoin retests. If Bitcoin doesn't retest, it's going to continue up. As simple as that. So it's not like it has been mooning. It's been performing pretty well. Performing pretty well. See, next target for LTC would be upwards like 220 if you did go up. I'd probably see based off your fib levels. But yeah, LTC is fine. LTC is fine. As long as altcoins outperforming Bitcoin, it is what it is. It is what it is. But would I rather own other altcoins than Litecoin? Sure, sure. Hex is number 3 by market cap. Nomics and Etherscan have Hex at number 3 by total and circulating Ether supply. CoinMarketCap is a lie by Binance. Hex all-time high now. Something. I'm not gonna parrot everyone, right? Everyone always wants to say Hex scam, Hex scam, Hex scam. I don't want to parrot everyone, right? But I don't know, man. Something's not right here. Something's not right to me. And I'm not gonna say it's a scam, but like, especially when Bitcoin's been struggling, and this is the only coin that's really gone up that entire time. I don't know, man. Something's up. And like I said, I'm not gonna be the guy who's gonna say scam, scam, scam. That's not what I'm saying. It's just sort of fishy that every single other coin dipped with Bitcoin and Hex just did, right? I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just me. But it is what it is. It is what it is. ICP to the moon. This could continue up, though. This could continue up. All I gotta say is you can make money off X. I just be prepared to take profits, you know what I mean? Especially if it's so-called number 3 on market cap. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I haven't back tested it. But, you know, so-called, I'd just be prepared to take profits, right? I wouldn't hold this to the moon. Because at some point this will come crashing down, right? At some point. When it will, I don't know. I don't know. That Hex guy, Jeff said scam, cough. I'm not going to say it's a scam. No, but in all seriousness, not everyone keeps saying scam, scam, scam. I don't think there's any proof of that, but I think it's everyone just parroting the same thing. But yeah, I think everyone can kind of agree that sort of, I don't think a lot of people like the Hex guy, so that probably has a lot to do with it. If he was a nicer guy, would people be talking as much about crap about Hex? Maybe not. I don't know. My IQ is over 9,000 and I invented Hex. Nice, man. Nice, dude. It's a good invention. All right, what is it, 9:09 right now? We're still just chilling right now. Not really doing too much. Would I let Richard Hart watch my kid? Bootney. Would I let Richard Hart watch my kid?
Nope.
Actually, no. You know what? I probably would. You know what I mean? I probably would. I bought Dot. Shiba Inu's pumping. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Do you look at Doge today? Doge is just chilling today. Market's just kind of chilling right now, guys. The market is chilling like a villain. You know what I mean? So we've kind of looked at everything we want to look at today, for the most part. Let me know in the chat if there's anything you guys want to talk about. It doesn't have to be a coin, right? If you have anything you want to, you know, anything to look at, like the Bitcoin charts, anything cool you find, or, you know, can be an altcoin. I don't really want to just look at all altcoins, honestly, because every altcoin chart is going to look relatively the same, you know, up to a certain point. So anything non-crypto, you know, any cool Bitcoin indicators that you like, that's showing you what you want to see, whether it's bullish or bearish, whatever, while we wait for Bitcoin to sort of try to come back up to this golden pocket. Looks like we're coming back up to 45K at the moment. And that's really it. Everyone panic, we're going to 0. Did we look at QNT today? We did not look at QNT. I have to add that to my watch list. That's a very, very popular coin, I've noticed. Let me actually add that to the watch list here. Why is this on the weekly? Go to the 4-hour chart. All right. QNT on the 4-hour. Dude, you came right up to your previous high. You wicked above it, but you cannot get that close above it. You actually closed right at that previous high. That's actually kind of funny. And then you came back down and trying to get support off this previous high right here. So we'll see if you bounce from there. Do you have any divergence? Not quite yet. So a little bit lower, you'd actually have maybe some divergence here on the 4-hour if you come a little bit lower here. So I would like that. I think QNT has a good future, but obviously. So I don't think it's done. As long as Bitcoin continues up here, I think this thing's almost in price discovery again. And once this thing breaks price discovery, you know, if we just look at it from that aspect, take swing low to swing high. You know, pullback area could be 180, could be a golden pocket here, 150 or so. But if we want to look at the 1.618, 222, if you break previous all-time highs, which you literally did yesterday. You literally did it yesterday. So if you get back up, 222. The QNT crew. There's so many QNT crews here. That's like the very, very, very popular coin lately. Very, very, very popular coin, I must add. Inject. Is Unibright a scam? Said Jeff. Unibright? Let's see. 153. Yeah, the chart doesn't really look like a scam. What does this thing do? The member company of the SPO. What's it on? What? Uniswap? Not any major exchange. I don't know. I probably wouldn't get this thing. Been performing pretty well. 2 cents to 215. It's back up to 215 already. I don't know. Doesn't really look like a scam. It's not on any major exchanges though. You have to get it on Uniswap. I probably wouldn't do it for that reason, but could have potential. It's good, decent low cap coin, it seems like. It's an undercover scam. GRT, said Andrew. GRT. Let's see. You're having a tough time breaking 96. Couldn't break it there. Couldn't break it there. Couldn't break it there. So, yeah, you see if you round out and try to break it this time. Let's actually bring out the daily EMA ribbon. So maybe you come back down and test that. And you sort of round out. You got the round out, the back test, and continue up. Could have a weird looking cup and handle pattern potentially. If I usually, like you guys know, like my setup is come back down, testing that daily EMA ribbon, and then bouncing off of it, right? That is what I like to do. What's up? Point Relative became a Jordan Knight member. What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. The graph's just another one of those that just, I don't know, man. It just can't sort of get much traction, you know? Not gonna say it can't, but I don't know. Its trend line's up here, so it's got a lot of work to do. You break 96, you're going to go up to 120. 120 is like that swing level. It's your previous support. If you can get back above that, I think you'd be pretty good to go. But overall, I like the graph. It's just, you know, it really hasn't moved in like a positive way since early February. You're talking, you know, 6 months, you know, well before we had the dip overall. So not gonna, it has potential to bounce back up even higher because of that, but you know, really what you're watching for. You're gonna pull back. Watch this local high here, 97 cents or 79 cents, which you actually already did pull back to, actually. To be honest, where we have a likes, by the way, where we have a likes, 660. I understand it's a slow day because Bitcoin's doing nothing, but holy moly, let's at least get to 800. I probably understand maybe not getting to sort of 1,000 tonight just because it's a slower day for Bitcoin, slower day for Ethereum. I get it, right? It's a slower day. Let's at least get to 800. Come on now. Come on now. ADA chilling. Soul chill. Soul is just kind of just hanging out right there, man. Just hanging out like a villain. Hanging out like a villain. You can do better than 800. I'd say 800's good, right? It's a slower day. Not as many people in here. You know, slower day for crypto overall. So I understand, right? Andy said, at least I was... Andy, you don't want to be that number, man. Who, you don't want to be the number. Who will be number 690? That's what I want to know. My brain is having a slower day. All right, so guys, I'm probably going to end the stream relatively... I'll probably end the stream now. Bitcoin looks like it wants to go up here, but you never really know right now, right? So watch for, you know, the bullish scenario, guys. We get some, like, you know, we get this like W that comes back up and breaks us out of the wedge off the 786, just like we have down here, right? W off the 786, and just like we did down here, right? Sort of W off the 786. Watch for that as a possibility. That's the bullish possibility. Bearish possibility, Bitcoin says nope, and comes back down and tests the bottom of the wedge and actually comes back down to like 43.7. That's probably what I'm watching for here short term at the moment. So watch out for that, guys. But other than that, I'm probably going to call it a stream today. I probably will be having a stream tomorrow at approximately around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're watching out for that. I'll probably definitely be streaming tomorrow morning. So watch out for that, especially if Bitcoin's like making some moves, which could potentially be making some moves here. As soon as I end the stream, you guys know Bitcoin's going to start pumping again. It's kind of the way the cookie crumbles. Look, it's already going right now. It heard me say I'm going to end the stream. Now it's pushing 45,100. It heard me say it. Now, what? Now it sees me talking about it, and now it's slowing it down. See? I told you. I told you. We're going back up as soon as I end the stream. We're gonna hit the golden pocket area. So you know what? We're playing the pump music as I go out. Enjoy it as I end the stream and Bitcoin pumps. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. As always. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Make sure you guys don't panic, sell your crypto. Most of all, don't panic, sell yo crypto. Right? Peace out, guys.